Welcome to the Dollar Bets podcast, your home to free money sports betting.
All right, Dollar Bets special PGA waste management episode. So this is going to be a quick one, but for all the fans who are watching the waste management who didn't get kicked out or get pissed off because they spent a lot of money and they cut off beer sales last year pretty early, it's pretty bad that they ruined a good thing. And so I'm sure this year's going to be a lot different.
Well, some of those fans are on full tilt like this, like me when I'm my sports betting picks the last few weeks. I'm on full tilt, so I don't know. I don't judge those guys. They're just having a good time.
They are having a good time. Some of them had a really good time. I mean, it seems like a great thing, but it just seems like there's a lot of people there that were just that pre-gamed a little too hard, and by the time they got, I mean, if you're in there, like how fun would that be to be in that little stadium right there? You're just cheering on people. The only golf event where etiquette just goes out the door, and you can boo people, you can cheer them on, and you just see some players that can't handle that at all, right?
You can streak. You can go in the pond on that streaker from last year. Or
he was swimming. He had a quite. I mean, that would be a good bet. Like how long before the cops catch him? I would take the over on that one.
There should be some Super Bowl bets about some novelty bets about how many how much time is delayed from a streaker or like fans inebriated.
With the 19th hole shirt too, with the arrow. That was
exactly.
That was impressive. Anyway, it's time to get some waste management picks. Phoenix, it seems like they'll have some great weather there. It's a great preview to the Super Bowl. So, 16th hole. That's the big stadium hole. Any hole-in-ones? You got any hole-in-one previews there?
I got no hole-in-one previews.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to take the over-under, is there going to be a hole-in-one on 16?
There was 2 hole-in-ones last week in Pebble Beach.
Right.
Rory got one on Thursday, and then
Lowry got one.
Lowry got one on was it Friday?
I think I think it was Friday. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the under just because of the 2 that happened last weekend. I'll take the under on the hole 16 under hole-in-one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be one either, especially on hole 16. There might be one in the tournament, but I don't see it happening in that one. All right, so lots of picks on there. They could pick a top 10, a winner, top 5. What do you got for the PGA?
First of all, I want to shout out Cody Fiesel. Cody Fiesel might be one of these guys we see on TV inebriated.
Fiesel Friday. It's a Fiesel Friday.
I think Cody is going. He's taking a flight tomorrow to Arizona to go rekindle with some friends and have a good time at the event. He might have too good of a time. Who knows? But yeah, here's my picks. These are my picks, not my picks. These are my buddy's picks. I'm going to shout him out. My buddy Zach from LA. He's been crushing it on LA and PGA. And I'm just writing whatever he says blindly. So let's shout out Zach. First round, Ricky Fowler. First round winner, 60-1. Also, first round, Scotty Scheffler. First round winner, Scotty Scheffler, 11-1. He's obviously your favorite. For some reason, he really likes him, and he never bets the favorite. So I circled that, and it says Scotty Scheffler, 11-1 after the first round. Here's the other 2 that he gave me. Glover to win, 100-1. I just put him Glover to reach the top 5 at 10-1. Glover had a great showing in Pebble Beach last weekend. Missed a couple putts, but he's in the mix. And Glover was in that top. I think he finished top 5, top 10, whatever he finished. I don't know. But Glover, top 5. My buddy Zach likes him, 10-1. Or if you want to feel frisky, 100-1. One more, Matt.
One more.
Hideki. Hideki Matsuyama.
Like that pick. I'm going with him too. But yeah, go ahead.
Top 5 is 3-1. If you want to pick him to win, I think he's at like 16-1. I didn't pull these up, but I picked him top 5, 3-1. Guy's just in the zone. And I'll also throw my other pick, which I don't know much about golf, but I'll throw in Tom Kim, my boy TK.
Your
He's
boy
been
TK.
that's my boy. He's been looking really good ever since I've been seeing him in the TPL league. He's been doing pretty well, and he he was in the mix for last weekend at Pebble Beach until he choked some putts, left them an inch short. That happens, and golf is a game of inches.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I don't know if you watched last night on ESPN. It was the first time I watched the TGL, and you had Rory, and I'm a Boston guy, and Team Boston just got crushed by LA. But I thought Rory would just come out firing, but it was a different game, and but they were struggling a little bit against that. But that's interesting. It's not the same.
Rory still had the longest drive out of any player during
Yep.
that TPL. He is known for his long drives. I do love Rory because I don't know if you know about that bet, but his dad bet one of his friends. He goes, "My son will win a major by the time he's 23 or whatever it was." I think it was. And sure enough, the last possible major, he won him. He won it, and his dad cashed a friendly bet. Do you know about this, Matt?
No, I've never heard this story.
His dad bet a friend 100K or something. You could look it up, and it's a real thing. And on the very last major, he's like, he was like before he turned 23, or before he turned a certain age, and he won a major that the last possible chance. And his dad collected 100K from his
Wow.
buddy. Yeah,
And the major
it's a
that
cool
Rory's
story.
pocketing too. That's pretty cool. And you
Yeah,
got to go for the Irish guys. So yeah, it was
and
kind of
and
nice to
and
see.
his dad made this bet with his buddy 10 years, like when Rory was 17.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna I'm gonna have to go back and look at the exact numbers, but
Yeah, that's awesome though. And I never
look
heard
it
that.
up. You
That's
can Google it. Yeah,
yeah. Also, I mean, Rory spends a lot of time in the gym. If you look at just the way he looked like 5 years ago to how much now he's like jacked compared to all these other guys. He's definitely, and that's showing on his drives, right? He's hitting it. So it's pretty cool to see him. And then Lowry, another Irish guy, doing well last couple things. So all right, let's get to my picks here.
so you're just gonna go with the Irish, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go straight with the Irish guys because there's not a lot in this one, but other tournaments. I'm gonna give you my picks here.
Gambling is illegal at Bushwood, sir, and I never slide.
All right. I'm going to go with the guy that you probably know. Is Max Homa, and it's an interesting reason why I'm going to go with him. I'm going with him because it's the waste management and all the hecklers. And Max Homa he had one of the best episodes on Bob Does Sports as one of the guests there, and he could
What
handle
about Bob Day Sports?
right. Shout out to Bob Does Sports. He could handle that, and he seemed like a fun guy to be around. And a guy who's that laid back can handle the waste management. Where some of these guys are really uptight, and they're like, "Oh, these guys are yelling at me, whatever. They're heckling me," and they ask the person to put up the sign and say quiet. That's not what every other tournament you can do that, but waste management is all about that. And Max
About
Homa,
getting wasted.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet him to win it, but I think a top 5. So Homa, what do I got here? Homa, I think he was plus 8,000 to win. He's plus
So
1,200, plus
so
1,200 for top
80,
top 5.
80 to 1 to win. And you said plus 1,600?
1,200
1,200. So 12,
top
12,
5.
12 to 1, top 5. I like that. You
Yeah.
know what?
So I'm gonna go
I'm going
top
too far with
5 for Homa, just for the Bob Does Sports connection. And just he seems like a great guy. And you know what? At the end of the year last year, he came on strong. He was in the mix in a couple of the last few tournaments. So I'm feeling Homa.
Glover. Well, I already told you about Glover. I got Glover last night at 100 to 1. He is now 65 to 1.
Oh, yeah. So
So,
somebody knows something.
yeah,
The line's
I
moving.
got him last night at 100 to 1. Now he's 65 to 1. But thank you, Zach, for letting me know.
All right.
We'll get Zach on the pod pretty soon.
Yeah,
Here.
absolutely. So there's your waste management bonus picks, pre Super Bowl gambling right there. Something to do on Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, on
Just
Sunday, when Homa is 1 away from winning, we'll just tell our buddy Cody to go streak. Actually,
go jump in the lake, and
we'll give him half
also
our payout.
right, and we'll throw a picture up in the pod of us and Manolo. Met Manolo last year at the NASCAR race. He'll be out there. He'll be having fun there. So hey, Manolo's in commercials now. I saw him in an AT&T commercial, so that was pretty cool
Yeah,
too.
Manolo is
He's
a
blown up.
partner of Dollar Bets.
Yeah, we love Manolo. So
big Dollar Bets. Listen,
we're gonna have to get Manolo on the pod sometime to do waggle that shit, smack that shit, and send his picks for us. So yeah, but
love it.
all right, everybody. So we got some good picks for you for waste management. Good luck out there, and if you are going, yeah, cheers. If you're going, try and make it to the event, and try not to ruin it for everybody, so they don't cut off alcohol by the before everybody gets in there. So,
let's not forget the Super Bowl was at Waste Management. Or the Super Bowl was in Arizona last year.
it's true.
Doing Waste Management, and it was just a shit show.
It was a shit show. I mean, New Orleans is going to be a shit show too, but it's always. But they're ready for that. They're used to that. So, yeah. All right, Tebow, have a good evening.
You as well.
And we're out of here. And good luck on your bets.
As always, we never play on
follow us on. We need some followers on. Subscribe on the YouTubes. Subscribe on Instagram, and we'll get some follows.
Twitter,
X, Threads, whatever. Blue Sky. Hit them all. All right, later.